I'm back, motherfucker! I'm back!
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Energy. Let it out. 7, 8, 9, 10. Machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house. Get it. 18.
You know me, son.
Get it. 19.
You know me, son.
Yeah. 20. You got some more in you. 21. Yeah. Get it again. Come on. We want to see it. Good. 22.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
That's you, buddy. Come on, 23. Come on, 24. One more, David.
Who's
one more
to carry the boats?
My name is Tom Shelby, and today I'm gonna kill a man.
Lose? I don't lose. I win. I win. That's my job. That's what I do.
When my mother died at the hands of your ambition, you didn't learn your limitations.
I have no limitations.
Really? Oh, so that's how you gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Yeah, keep booing me, baby. Keep booing me. I love it. I love it. Listen. People been booing me and doubting me since I started training. I love it. The more you boo me, the stronger I get, baby. I'm used to this. Y'all can't stop me. Keep it up, baby. Keep it up. Y'all can't stop me.
Bet against me. Bet against me. Tell me it's not going to happen. Tell me it's going to fail. I love it.
Antonio Montana. And you? What you call yourself?
I don't care what anyone says. I helped bring this game to another level. They can deny that all they want, but I did. So after that fight when I lost, and I'm looking at all these people and they're all celebrating my demise and saying I'm done and this, and it certainly lit a fire under my belly. Every single person doubted me. Every single fighter doubted me. Doubt me now.
For me, anger was good. Anger was good because it was motivating. The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys. Now, I knew I wasn't going to kill them physically, but man, if I could just, what did they say? You know, and what did they look like? Did they disrespect me at all?
Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain. Zbogom. Pain is the gatekeeper of destiny. Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals? Or are you just a talker?
I saw a couple days ago you described yourself as the best defender ever. Can you talk about why you have that kind of conviction about your place on the all-time list?
As a competitor, if you're trying to do something meaningful, if you don't have the mindset that you're the best ever, you failed already. So if you don't have the mindset that you are the best reporter ever, then you already failed. And that's been my mindset since I can remember. That will be my mindset as long as I can remember anything, that I am the best ever at what I do. And that'll give me a shot at being the best.
For those of us climbing to the top of the food chain, there can be no mercy. There is but one rule: hunt or be hunted.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal, most vicious, and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. He didn't shut me up, then that's what it is. Until then, I'm the king. Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army. One-man army. The world can go against me. I'm still come on top. I got God on my side.
Is there any limit to your ambition?
No.
Or any limit to what you think you can achieve?
No. Well, no. Because I think right now, if I was to quit rapping and I said I want to go to the NBA, I would be in the NBA.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Why would you think you could make it to the NBA?
Because I think I could do anything.
It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work.
Delusional.
Complete delusion. You gotta believe the delusion. Because it's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional?
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you do something worthwhile. That's how you beat the odds. You have to believe it's possible. And when you believe something is possible, everything else will figure itself out.
The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. I will not be outworked, period. You know, you might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, you might be sexier than me, you might be all of those things. You got it on me in 9 categories. But if we get on the treadmill together, right, there's 2 things. You're getting off first, or I'm gonna die. It's really that simple.
David Goggins, he wrote me, and I can't repeat what he said verbatim, but the basis of his message was, be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
I always felt like I could do anything. That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
We all have these moments in time that either make you or break you, that can determine the rest of your life. The rest of your life can be determined by one simple decision. 19 years ago, 300 pounds, I was spraying for cockroaches and made a decision to try to be a Navy SEAL. My whole goal was to go on this path every day after work and to run a mile to a mile and a half. This rock was about the 0.5 mark in my run. This rock was a moment that should have broken me. I got 0.5 into it, I weighed 297 pounds, I sat on this rock, and I had a decision to make. I wanted to quit, I wanted to give up. There wasn't some inspirational quote, there wasn't nothing. It was me, myself, and it was freezing out here. I had to make a decision. The decision I make was to get up and keep on going. That one moment changed the rest of my life.
Lion is the king of the jungle. How can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king.
It's the what if I can pull off a miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? And just me talking about that, I have the hair going up on my arms because it makes me just like, what if?
At practice or when I'm training and doing games, I switch my mind to something else. I switch my mode into something else, right? For me, it's the equivalent of Maximus Decimus Meridius and Gladiator picking up the dirt, smelling the dirt, it's go time. Right? So that was my mental switch. It's like an actor getting ready for a film. You gotta put yourself in that cage. When you're in that cage, you are that character. Then when you leave there, it's something completely different.
Sometimes you just gotta say things just for what they are. Just for what they are. Passion is free. Nobody can charge you for passion. nobody can tell you what passion looks like. Because that's all about you. Effort is isolated. The reason why effort is isolated, because nobody can dictate it. Effort is 100% in the mind. No coach, no player, nobody else can make you run to the ball. Nobody else can make you finish a tackle. Nobody else can do it. That's why it's the most isolated things in this earth right now. It's effort. And when you finally figure it out, how to win real battles, it's found through fundamentals. That's what wins championships. That's what wins battles. Blocking, tackling, until they get tired. Because you don't know what tired feels like.
Let me teach you the real life, how it really is. The reason why you're a loser, and the reason why you're not making it, I go to all these missions, speak all the time. I look in the audience and these people sign up, thinking they're gonna learn something different. No, you're lazy, you know exactly what to do. Because even me, in my state of, I can't read and write, I knew exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it. It sucks to do it.
What would I do if I weren't afraid? And it's usually like the big one, the bigger thing that I really want to do, but I'm afraid to do it. It's like, that's what I should do. And what would I do if I didn't, if I knew I couldn't fail? And the idea that I will never wish for fewer epic stories at the end of my life. And I've never regretted failures. I've always regretted things that I didn't try.
You have got to be able to make decisions. You have got to make a decision about your fitness. You have got to make decisions about your business. You have got to make decisions about your faith. You have got to make decisions about your marriage. You have got to make decisions about your kids. Because you know what? Your only other option is to crouch in stagnant fear like a coward and potentially die. And potentially put the lives of everyone who depends on you in jeopardy. I will never quit. Because if you quit, you're done. You may still be alive walking around on this earth. You're done. I will never quit. I will persevere and I will thrive on adversity. My team expects me to be physically harder and mentally stronger than our opponents. I hold myself to that standard. I will be physically harder and mentally stronger than anything that comes against me, my family, my business, my brothers, my sisters, my team. I will be the one that is physically harder and mentally stronger, and I will work to maintain that position.
What do you think most people get wrong about motivation?
They think it's a permanent fix. They think it's something that is a constant. They think that maybe once I get it, I'm gonna hold on to it. And that's the thing about that I was telling you, that I always talk about. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't do it. And that's where you fail. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. All it takes is a little bit of spark, you can burn the whole forest up. But motivation, you have to learn to exist without it. You have to learn to be, you have to be your best self when you're least motivated. Motivation is just a word. You have to have these different things in your mind on where you want to go and know that motivation is not going to get me there. Because I'm not going to always be motivated. Where's passion when you're 300 pounds? Where's the motivation when you can't read and write? Where is it? So how did this happen? I just did. I just did. I said, maybe at the end of this journey, there'll be something there for me. If not, I can read. If not, I'm 185 pounds.
Are you interested or are you obsessed? All right? Do you think Michael Jordan was just interested in winning championships? You think Kobe Bryant was just interested in basketball? You think Jeff Bezos was just interested in shipping packages? You think Elon Musk is just interested in whatever the hell he's interested in today? Those individuals are obsessed. They are obsessed. In order to be the best, in order to reach that next level, you can no longer be interested. Interested is a hobby. You can be interested in many things. Oh, I'm interested in reading. I'm interested in gardening. I'm interested in cars. You can fall in and out of your interest, but your obsession stays with you all the time.
How disappointed are you?
Well, I just hate losing. You know, it's a tough loss. You know, they played extremely well. We just have to get ready for the off season. You know, next season for us starts right now.
How much harder will you work in this off season now to get back to the championship?
I'll push myself to exhaustion.
Kobe, we thank you for your time.
Listen, the work is behind the scene. Competition is the easy part. Behind the scenes is where the work is done.
Once upon a time, there was a young basketball player who had dreams of becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He worked day and night, every day, for years and years and years and years and years. I felt like everybody had written me off after those air balls.
My brain cannot process failure. It will not process failure. Because if I sit there and have to face myself and tell myself, you're a failure, I think that's almost worse than death.
I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed.
It's not about the shoes. It's about knowing where you're going. Not forgetting where you started. It's about having the courage to fail. Not breaking when you're broken. Taking everything you've been given. It's about work before glory. And what's inside of you. It's doing what they say you can't. It's not about the shoes. It's about what you do in them. It's about being who you were born to be.
How bad do you want it? There's two options. To continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is given birth, and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to ever find that dream again. For it is dead. And in its death, it's replaced by regret. Right now, it's your choice.
There's no magic potion. There's no, oh, let me wake up and look at some shit. No. All those words are overused. They're bull. Just do. You're living. How do you want to live? How do you want to die? How do you want to be remembered? That's it. That's it. Period.
Those I can't catch a break guys.
Yeah.
Get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks.
Yeah.
I've had a ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up.
Yeah.
And I thought through it. And I figured out what the fuck I did wrong. And then I went back. It's like I've fucked up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it. And I've had a bunch of breaks. Everybody has. But you got to realize what that is. It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot, get better, figure out another way, find another way through. It's just little challenges. And the people that look at those challenges and go, why do I always have these challenges? They're cancer.
You have many gifts. Anger is a gift. What is in here is a gift. You do not think like other men. You are unpredictable. And that will serve you well. Use your anger intelligently. And I promise you, my son, that one day the whole world
will know and fear. I, Father, boundless.
All you got is 15 minutes. Can you be strong for 15 minutes? Can you? Listen, your concentration's weaving a little bit. Pick it up. Okay. Pick it up! Okay. Don't pull it straight out. Bend your knees and be strong on the inside and go around. Let's control the outside. Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? Look, we're firemen. Okay. We are firemen! Got it, Coach. The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat. Yeah, let's go. It tells us that we're ready. We're at home. We're where we're supposed to be. Flames don't intimidate us. What do? We control the flames. We control them. We move the flames where we want to. Let's go. And then we extinguish them. Let's go.
This world we live in is tough. It's tough. It will beat you down. The world and the life that we live in is the ultimate competitor. It will try to take you out. It will find your weakness and it will just hammer you. So if I can help you build belief, build confidence to the point where nothing can hurt you because you know exactly who you are. You've faced your demons. I'm no longer embarrassed. I'm no longer ashamed. I do not feel sorry for you. I will not sugarcoat what I'm going to say to you because all of you know what I'm saying is the truth. Everybody knows it's the truth. This is what it looks like, and you know it too. You know it too. This is what, if you ain't got nothing, I hate to tell you, what it looks like is ugly. It's not a documentary. It's not an HBO special. You ain't gonna watch it, but hey man, you guys gotta watch this. No, it's like, oh God, this looks like a train wreck. It's like a nightmare. This looks like this guy got, no. That's what it looks like. Hard work looks horrible.
Persistence, 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 persistence. Failure is a trick. Okay? Let me say that again to get it in your subconscious mind. Failure is a trick. Okay? It is a trick in the mind. Okay? Failure and defeat is two different things. When people fail at something, they think it's over. They think, oh, I got defeated. No. Okay? That's what failure wants you to do. It wants to trick you into thinking you are defeated. You're not defeated. The only person that can defeat you is you. The only thing that can defeat you is you. Failure, the benefit of failure is you learn, okay? Look at any successful person, okay? Any person that has a multi-million-dollar business or even a multi-billion-dollar business, they all failed when they first started, okay? No successful person in life, in evolution, in anything, period, when it comes to business, money, anything. No person literally just, okay, I started this today, oh, when I succeeded tomorrow. No, okay? Some people fail 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, even 10,000 times. But when they finally got their first win,
I wanted to save Gotham. I failed.
Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. There are other forces at work in this world, Frodo, besides the will of evil. Bilbo was meant to find the ring, in which case you also were meant to have it.
I guess it comes down to a simple choice. Get busy living, or get busy dying.
Here's what I want you to repeat after me, please, with power and conviction. Say, it's possible. That's all I want you to do when you look at your dream. Just say to yourself every day, it's possible. Just say that every day to yourself, it's possible. Because what does that do? See, it begins to change your belief system. See, the way in which we operate, ladies and gentlemen, it's a manifestation of what we believe, what's possible for us. Whatever you've done up to this point, all that it really is a duplication, it's a reproduction of what you believe subconsciously that you deserve and what's possible for your life.
Can I ask you something? If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything that you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or let it slip?
Was that Eminem?
Yes.
The unfulfilled potential is the story of most people's lives.
It is. It is. And it could have been the story of mine. And I tell a lot of people go, what's your biggest fear in life? And my biggest fear, honestly, was, let's say this. Let's say, I don't care if you believe in God or not. I don't care. So let's just play a game with me. Let's say you're God. And we have a big long line of people. And I made it to heaven. I'm 75 years old. I'm 300 pounds. I made it to heaven. I worked for Ecolab my entire life, spraying for cockroaches. That's what I did. But I'm dead. I'm in heaven now. And you're judging us all now. So we're in line. We're all sitting there in line. You have Adam Brown. He has a big board up, and you're talking to Adam Brown about his life. And you rip it down, and I'm next in line. David Goggins. I see my name. I see all this shit, and God goes, hey, you say, read this, man. And I'm reading this list, and I'm seeing 182 pounds, Navy SEAL, Ranger School, motivational speaker, changing lives. Okay, man, pull up record. And I'm like, that's not me, man. And God looks at me and says, that's who you were supposed to be. What I found out is that with no crowds, no one cheering for you, no races, no finish line, it's an amazing, amazing thing I've learned in my mind. By no one cheering you on. That's the beauty of all this. And I know that I am grinding like a mother.
In James Clear's Atomic Habits, I think he interviews maybe the Chinese weightlifting team's head coach, and he asked, what is the difference between the absolute elite world champions and the ones that simply qualify? And the coach said, the absolute elite are the ones who can continue to come in every single day without getting bored.
Motivation is a feeling. It's a feeling. You know, you have a lot of motivational speakers. They come on stage, they come up, they get you all fired up, they get you pumped up, they get you jumping around, they get you doing all these things. And then you look at it and then they get to the end and everybody yells out, let's go. And everybody runs out the door and you get out the door and like, well, where the f are we going? Like, let's go has to have a destination. When people come in, man, I don't feel motivated today. I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like going to work. I don't feel like getting up. I don't want to make calls. I don't want to do emails. That's your feelings. That's your feelings. That's motivation. You're looking for somebody else. Come on, man, you got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this. An elevated mindset, they don't need somebody else to tell them to get out of bed. They don't need to tell them there's more to do. They don't need to tell them you have to make phone calls. Motivated individuals have not mastered the art of rejection. Elevated individuals have mastered the art of rejection.
Listen, when you make mistakes, they add up. They add up. One mistake compounds and leads to another, which leads to another, and they can lead you to a downward spiral of destruction. Here's the thing. You know what else adds up? The positive things. The small sacrifices that you make to do things right. Those little positive things add up too. But here's the question, why don't we do them? Why don't we do them? Well, it's because, in most cases, it's because they add up slowly. They add up so slowly that you don't really notice the results. One day in the gym is basically imperceivable. 2 days in the gym, you don't recognize any change whatsoever. 100 days in the gym, and you're almost a new person. So we let these things slip. Because it takes so long to see the progress, we let them slip. And when we don't do them, it becomes 0 times 100 or 0 times 1,000, and that nets out to a 0. When you do anything, it adds up. When you do nothing, it amounts to 0. So take the small steps every day. Do what you're supposed to do. And don't expect some incredible results in 1 day or 2 days or 10 days. Worthwhile things take 100 days.
And as far as regrets and things I wish I would have done differently, of course. Hindsight is 20/20, and looking back, of course, who wouldn't want to take another go at something and improve on the first try by doing it again? And then why not do it again and again and again, and why not just do it over and over again until you have it perfect? But The fact is, you don't get that chance. You get one shot at this gig right here. Life. One life. That's all you've got. And regret, in and of itself, it's worthless.